Hello, everyone. Welcome to Toyeen Talks. Welcome to all our beautiful subscribers. We say thank you so much for staying with us. And if you're new here, we are so happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit on the notification bell so you will be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please no derogatory comments. Thanks for watching. Till I will see you in our next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
While Oyinbos are rolling out educative videos, some 5-minute craft, some 1-minute craft and everything, what we see, especially from 12 a.m. Nigerian time, are people that are pastors praying, seeing vision for people. I stumbled on there 2 nights ago. I was amazed the numbers of these people. They practically don't have any job because they know our people are so religious. And you see people, please, pastor, pray for me. I'm like, the person you are even saying should pray for you needs prayer. You know, so let's stop at this stage. Let's just do a little bit of analysis of what this guy said. Now, I'm going to take it from, I penned some things down. The guy was mentioning, he mentioned how they advertise in newspaper. What do you advertise in newspaper? Why do you need to advertise God's work if it is God's work? Why do you need to put handbill, print handbill, going from one place to the other? If it is God's work, it should automatically increase on its own. But because it is, they know it is a business. When they tell you it's my father's business, they are telling you it is my business and it must grow. You heard that guy said he went to newspaper to go and advertise. This guy, let me tell you one thing. This pastor, whatever his name, Onoleye, Olegbe, Olegba, now scammer, jam scammer. He meets person way pass am. You go to a place, you wanted to start your own church. You said this man didn't send you. You said it was God that sent you. No, Nigerian situation made you apply for green card. And we all know the scope. Make we not go too deep. There are some things you will have written in that place. You understand? They now granted you the green card. You go to America. You wanted to start a church. You decided to use a name that people are familiar with, knowing that they have members in America. You wanted to use the man's member to grow your own platform too. You now started a church. You make mistake number 1, using his name, Living Faith, that he was using. The man, because the man is smart, the man come here as you don't dey progress. He invited you to come to Nigeria. Nobody can beat Oyedepo when it comes to using head. Take it or leave it. All the university he has today, all the industries, and how he has gotten to where he got to today. I want to believe he has a foreign investment people helping him to manage his financial portfolio and giving him ideas and helping him to work to achieve it. These people know the power of investment. They know the power of putting their money in the right places. And that is what has gotten that man to that point. And let me tell you one thing. Most of these people are operating as mafias. Take it or leave it. Mafias think of themselves alone. They think of me. If you want to stand in their way, you are the one that will be crushed. So this man started his platform. He started his something. He has a goal. He had a goal when he was starting. He has a destination. He know what he wanted. He may start as a humble person for real, but when he got to a stage, he started seeing the likes of Idahosa, who out of being a pastor today, even though he's gone, there is a Idahosa University that is keeping the family. He can't look. Remember Idahosa was his mentor. The man can't look. If Idahosa can achieve this, I can do more. Today is the only one that has multiple universities to his name. He is the only one that is the richest. Why? Because he look at the likes of Idahosa. He tried to use him as mentor. He was his tutor. He now increased. He improved on what the platform and the method Idahosa used to get to where he is today. Now, because he say one of his members come America, he don dey make money and he's using his name. He go say, you cannot use my name. It's either you let us work together and you work under me. It takes time, invite him to America, to Nigeria, sponsor and everything. He himself go. He can't reach there. The man begin twist things for him. From there, wahala starts. The man can't say, okay, from there, they begin put gbese on top of his neck, which is the, look at how much he said they were using to service aircrafts, $31,000. And yet, this same man has hungry people in his church. Private jets, $31,000 as a den. We are talking about how many years ago now? 2008 is about 15 years ago. 16 now. So that is that. So the man outsmarted him. That is just the case. It's a case of Olegba. He wanted to use Oyedepo to climb. Oyedepo is smarter than him, you know. So eventually he lost his marriage. He lost the church. He could still put gbese on his neck. So that's why he's carrying paper around that he started the church. He was using his head to carry chair inside snow while still doing 16 hours job. When I tell you that most of them that come to abroad to come and establish church, they don't want to do the work you are doing. That is why they will come abroad where there is job, where there is opportunity to work. Your 16 hours job is not going to be forever if you know what you are doing. I don't do 16 hours anymore. It's just a matter of planning yourself and knowing what you are doing, putting your money in the right place. Then you can have rest of mind. If you come America 10 years after you are still doing 16 hours, then something is wrong with you. Something is definitely wrong with you. Or the only thing I would say is maybe you have not gotten your papers. If you have gotten your papers and after 10 years, you are still doing 16 hours and you are going to church to go and give 10%. Elizabeth mentioned something on YouTube, on TikTok, Lisbeth. She said, instead of you using your 10% for insurance policies like life insurance, investment, bond, savings, retirement plan, you are giving that same 10% to a pastor who is smarter than you. Who is smarter than you and using that same money to invest. At the end of the day, many of you at your retirement age, one pastor has collected more than enough that he will never depend on his children. Instead, his children will still meet they will still meet property and investment. His grandchildren will have investments that is coming from their grandfather that has used people, millions of people all over the world. You, as an individual doing 16 hours, some of you even do round the clock on weekends. It's something I've done before. I did it for 2 years. I almost died. Nobody teach me when I stopped because it got to a point, stress. I couldn't breathe very well. I had to be placed on a nebulizer, inhaler. I couldn't breathe very well. Then they discovered it was the stress I was going through. So now I don't do all that anymore. I don't even do 16 hours anymore. My schedule is regular, 8 hours, and that is it. I don't go come back. And Monday to Friday, now here they do now. The rest, I have said what I needed to do. My children are okay. I have my insurance policy by the side. They even funeral policy. I don't collect that one too. Make it day by the side. So no be say I go buy my children go they look for money or take their own money. The money for burial I don't do for one side. Yes, it's the reality that I faced. Now no one buy. You want to enjoy life even till when you are 20, 120. You go say the Lord we shall sustain me with long life. I don't cut. We dey cut that quote. I cut them. I know people wey quote them, they don't go. So the reality you refuse to face, they are facing it and living by it. As then they go down arrange where then go bury them put. You don't even have burial insurance. Many of you will find in Loyibo, your children will be asking for GoFundMe. And you are paying 10% of your salary every month to one man who came to Ilu Oyinbo like yourself, but doesn't want to stress. Wants to wake up and sit down Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday, carrying Bible and say he's preparing service. Which service is he preparing? The same thing they preach to you every time is what they will still preach to you on Sunday. Go on Tuesday, the same thing. Go next week Sunday, still the same thing. Go upper Sunday, now the same thing you go the way. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, now the same scope all over. And at the end of the month, you carry your 10%. You don't have insurance. Some of you don't even have a condo. Condo. You don't even have it to your name. Some of you don't even have even the house you are living. You are renting just one room from somebody's apartment, and you will go to church and you will pay 10%. Let's leave people in Nigeria now. Let's focus. The people where they pay me pass. Nobody say pay me now your money. Is the people in Nigeria, in abroad. Thank you, Tunde. People in abroad, inside cold. Maybe we don't enter cold now. Today the weather is 60. Very soon we go get to the stage maybe weather go be like 30. Snow go dey fall. You have to still go and do that 16 hours. And at the end of the month, you will carry 10% of that 16 hours and give to one pastor, and they will send it to Nigeria to that pastor. And the pastor in charge in abroad, that one self, no one stress. The stress where you they go through, they don't want it. So they wake up, they sleep and wake, expecting that from the money you have paid, though, they will pay them salary. It's a franchise. And they will still have some perks. At least by the time they tell you, we need this, we need this. Let me tell you another scope I heard they are doing here in abroad. You see some of your pastors abroad, what they do. You will buy property. When you first buy your property, remember on that property, there is equity on that property. After some years, they will tell you the place is getting small, you need to move. Most of you don't ask questions, and they will still ask you for more down payment money to buy another property. Most of you will not ask, the property we are living, where is the equity on that property? Why do we have to contribute money again? The money from that other equity should buy another property for us. You will contribute without asking. You see how they make money out of you. So the equity on that one, the pastor in charge will collect that one. That one ajemogun ti eni. You see why you are doing 16 hours, you and your wife, you and your husband. Why both of you are doing 16 hours? You don't even have time for yourselves. The pastor and the wife, they are doing 8 hours. In fact, some of them, the pastor may not even be doing anything at all. Maybe it's only the wife that will be doing 8 hours. Because why? They have the money from the church to fall back on. Not only that, they have something they are securing their future with from the money you are contributing. They are securing the future of, some of them are even paying their children's school fees. When your own children are taking student loan, their own children are paying outright. While your own children are going to work and still going for student loan, their own children are going to only work, school and going back home. Those are the things you are not, when you should wake up. I won't say you don't have coconut. I will say wake up, because I was once there. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. So that is by the side. Now, this guy mentioned another thing. He said, he now mentioned how they were fighting. If it is not for individual benefits, why are churches fighting? And they never fight, oh. They never fight. You go see the kind fight we go begin see. Maybe you say I get content. I dey see pastor do content. I never see content. You know, by the time they will start fighting, and this baba, àfẹni tó bá fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ síwájú òun kú ló máa ní kí n kú síwájú àwọn pastor yín. Àwọn pastor yín bí mi lọ́mọ. Wọ́n bí mi lọ́mọ. èmi àti bàbá ex daddy mi àkọ́bí wọn, èmi àtàkọ́bí wọn lẹ́gbẹ́. Èmi àti àkọ́bí wọn, me and his firstborn, we are age mates. So, and I know you don't pray for your child to go before you. Now then go before us. When then go finish, now then they hold people down. I told somebody, I said, the day those papa will go, that is when Nigerians will be free, at least to some extent. As long as they are alive, as long as they are major, I would say major 4 of this papa, my ex-daddy, Oshun Shengeshe, Mumu follow Mumu, àti Baba Dipa Dipa, until those four people, if they don't go, Nigerians cannot be free. Ẹ má tanra yín. When they go, gbogbo ètùtù, oríṣiríṣi tó ń tún ṣe, kò lè sáyé ẹ̀ mọ́. That is when people will gain freedom. If they don't go, as long as they are alive, the only thing you should be wishing for, because prayer and ordinance na wishes, the only thing you should be wishing for is kọ́má lo Ajídèwé. If they continue to use Ajídèwé, tán yìí wà ń bẹ̀ tán ṣe kébé, can you see Baba 80 something still standing kébé, can still do show program? They will still have time for one meeting at the other. This meeting, that meeting, that meeting. Tí ò bá ṣe pọ́n l'Ajídèwé. As long as they are using Ajídèwé, somebody should translate Ajídèwé for me. Somebody who know what is Ajídèwé. Thank you, MC. What is Ajídèwé, dákun? As long as they are using Ajídèwé, that Ajídèwé, they are not ready to go nowhere. So as long as that Ajídèwé is working, be rest assured, Emma continue everything ṣe ni. It is when that Ajídèwé, when it fail, because nobody can live forever. And it will get to a stage, their strength will fail them, either they like it or not. Let them continue to use their Ajídèwé and continue to be like small baby. The only thing they cannot stop is that gray. And if they can help that gray to become black, so that they won't look like they are old, they will have used it. So that they can say, can you see I'm looking like a young girl? It is the Holy Spirit that is at work. The Holy Spirit told me, my father said, I can never be old. That is why my hair is black. They are not as lucky as me. You see as this my hair be. I no get gray. Now look, I don't look for gray. I don't see gray. Whether 1 or 2 they here, I know they even see them sometimes. And I know say myself go get. I don't they look for. I say make I get gray hair small. Make people know say I no be small girl. As long as they are using that Ajídèwé, they can come and, if not for say there is nothing they can do, they will have told us, Holy Spirit said I will never be old forever. And my father said, my daddy spoke to me yesterday. He said, I will never be old. That is why you see my hair is still black. And that, but God, they don't get that power. So we know, oh, yeah, whether then they bleach am, maybe then they die small. So that people no go know say, they go think say they still stay strong. So as long as that Ajídèwé is still working, many of you will not be free. But I can bet it. So when the Ajídèwé begin, don't finish, when it is time, when they begin go one by one, that is when people will be free. You see them fighting over church, and you say it is not a business center. You say it is not profitable. You say it's not for selfish means. You say it's not for individual benefits. Please wake up. It is for individual benefits. If it is not for individual benefits, one man will not be in control. If it is not for individual benefits, the money coming will not be controlled by one man. If it is not for individual benefits, they will not be fighting over who is in charge and who is not in charge. If it is God's work, the way they tell you, they will not decide on who should be in charge. They look for people that can favor them, that can work in their favor. You heard that man said that you had one of them said, you had the guy said that they even use people to get him. That is where that guy did not know he was dealing with a mafia. As that place be, that place where he say he come out, You cannot win the person that has the place. Shebi, you know watch, you know they watch mafia movie. If you dey watch mafia movie, if you are watching mafia movie, you understand. You don't deal with a mafia and go scot-free. You cannot win a mafia. He has everybody in his pockets. He has everybody in his pocket. That is why they sent that guy. He said they sent one pastor. He said that pastor they use against him. There will always be somebody they will use against you. Either you are. If me too, if to say I won't fight in those days, where they say make I come up for redeem, me say for 10 days, say this church, they no born away, make una send me away. I wish I have this courage then. I wish I have this courage I have now. But there's no how I can have that courage. As I then, I was still very weak. They did it when I was just 1 month that I lost my husband. And they told me to leave a church we were sponsoring that we renovated with our own money. We bought the instruments, bought the chairs, renovated, tiled the place, put things in place, buy block, buy cement. Even when offering not do enough and tight, we go carry our money join. We were stupid, I agree. Because we thought we were working for God. Now I know better. If they say at this time, then do it for me. Social media for carry me and them. I go put my channel si loud, yeah, and I go say, make it see you. I will not leave this place until you fund all the money we spend in this place. That's what I for do for them. Because why? Immediately they told me to leave. I was still mourning. They sent bankers, Agai bankers, to chase me again. While I was still crying, they didn't even allow me to recover from my loss. They don't care whether I turn cuckoo as I then. They don't even care if I buy and I have 3 children. The first one, 7 years old. Second one, 4 years old. Third one, 2 years old. Now, so I carry the small children then. They don't care my mental health. As I then, I was not even eating. I was surviving on water and malt. They sent Agai back after me again. Say my husband borrow money, make I come pay the money. If I no pay the money go wrong. It go jump to millions where I no go fit pay. And they will take my house. If I'm lying against redeem, Agai back, let them come out. I say, they say yes. They will take my house. I said, okay, I will pay it. They said the only thing they can do for me is to stop the interest. And I paid the money to the last penny. I paid it to the last penny. To the last penny, I paid the money back. So, if today, now this kind of fights, I for fight them too. My channel say loud. If to say I get the courage then, or I understand what I do now. But then, I just left peacefully. So, if they call you and say, come and start a parish, come and start a branch, you are just a co-slave recruiter. You have no parts. When people call you into business, you have a part, you have an agreement. Okay, I want to start this business. And you write, what is my benefits? What am I expecting? Because I'm going to put in my time, my resources, my fund into it. Right? So you ask, what am I going to get? At the end of the year, they declare dividend. But in this case, there's nothing for you. You are working for somebody to finance his family. So the earlier you get that into your scope, especially as a family person, especially as young people, many marriages has been destroyed by these people. You heard this guy, he lost his first marriage. Even the wife was against him. And I'm very sure because the wife is Jim. The wife feel, how can you talk against, you will not send me to hell. That is the thought of the wife. If you don't want to do with my pastor again, then go. So because of that, she ignored and she decided to choose the church. I'm very sure maybe till now, no more husband for her. The man has remarried. The man said, I have remarried. I have started my life all over again. Many women today are single mothers because of them too. They contributed to the single motherhood we are seeing. They contributed to broken marriages that we are seeing. They have broken a lot of marriage. There was somebody that shared with me that said that, Aunty, all these people, they call them my people. She said when she was having issues with her marriage, that she wanted to see my ex-daddy. Now they tell her and say she has to pay to see him. She said she paid 150,000. Then I said, for what? He said to see him. That, do I think they see him free? I said, so it's not free. He said, who tell me it's free? I should pick phone and call him that I want to see him. That the secretary will tell me there is protocol. I said, waiting, I want to see him for me. I know they see them. I've never said I want to see them. She said her marriage was having problem then. So, and because the husband is kind of close to them, she thought they would be able to talk to him. So she went, she paid the money and she went to see him. So when she got to see him, and when she got there, she said, the man said he has prayed for her, she should go. She said that the following month, the marriage break. The man don't marry another wife. He said till today, no husband till today. So they contribute, and this is another aspect you can see. So if you dedicate your time at the detriment of your family, and your children go suffer am. If you contribute everything in your life, your finances, to it, now you and your children go suffer am your old age. And look now, this dispensation, your children expect you to prepare for your future than depend on them. Take it or leave it. This is not the dispensation of our own parents that every month you send the money. Your children want to take care of their family too. They understand now that in life, they come first before anybody. You decided to have children. It is your responsibility to take care of them. They are not obliged. They are not bound to take care of you. So prepare for your old age. If you like, it's a choice. Be giving pastor so that God can take care of you in future. Shebi na God dey take care of your pastor and his children in future. Your same pastor where they gather money. Wait today. Another aspect before I forget, very important. This guy said at a point he became sick. He was trusting in the by his stripes I am healed. By his blood, the stripes of the blood of Jesus make me whole. He said, no, say, as he was depending on that, like stupid yours too. Where carry me reach where I did today. He said, say, in Papa in the Lord, in Bishop, he dey sneak, he go hospital. When I do need talk, he go say, Antichrist, she dey lie. You say, I talk and say, then they preach, they will tell you, say, and this guy said something very important, which was the case, and which was the case, has been the case of many people who don't buy from believing these people. Once they say it, automatically it goes into people's head. It didn't affect, not me, my half partner, my better half, was the one that carried them on his head. And honestly, why I put myself out to do this was because I was the one that dragged this man to church. This man was a Christian. He came from a Christian home. But the guy they go church. Now Jeje is sit down in Jeje. Now me drag him. If you wake up on Sunday, the guy go carry Gouda, play Wasiu, jolly for house they sweet there. Now me say, make we begin go church. Before I know it, he don't enter church, he pass me. Before I know it, he don't carry him for head for pass me. Before I know it, he became sick. Before I know it, he said, oh yeah, me, I be woman of little faith. Before I know it, I get to where I did today. May I no go back to that one. The same thing will have happened to this man. He said he was having stomach pain through diarrhea. I've been at this center, I'm waiting to him. He said, no, take medication. The guy was asking, but you are a microbiologist. He said, yes. He said, why do you think professors, if the like of Dora Akunyili, a doctor, a PhD holder, well-learned, well-traveled, was it a NAFDAC boss that knows the importance of medication? If she can believe them, then what about people who didn't even go to school at all? Why should we blame them? They are just vulnerable. They just took their word into their head. Dora's son came out and said our mother was duped. Where is that video? Ìwọ tó ń sunkún yẹn kó máa gbọ́ ohun ẹ̀, mo kúkú rí ẹ, mo ignore ẹ ni. That is the best way to treat many of you. The boy said his mother was paying money to popular general overseer for anointing oil, and she was dealing with cancer. No wonder. Somebody very close to me too, living in advanced world, when she was diagnosed of cancer, the first thing she said was that this is not my portion, and today she's in the grave beyond. When she was supposed to quickly seek medical attention, if not to call the thing, come and cut and come out, she said, no, by his stripes I am healed. I reject it. It is not my own. Owunda. Morito, ẹ jẹ́ kó máa sunkún bó ṣe ń sunkún yẹn dùn mọ́ mi nú. Let him be crying jere. Delete it. Except he's getting your nerves. Anything more ignore. Mo fẹ́ kó mọ̀ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ò get to me mọ́. Mo ń bọ̀ o. The guy said the father mother was paying them money. So somebody that I know was diagnosed. The same people telling us they walk by faith, they stand by faith. One of them, your wife no get onion again, no, they don't cut the two onion. There's nothing bad. It can happen to anybody. But let them be truthful. If Oyinbo falls sick, Oyinbo will tell you, Oyinbo pastor, they will tell you, church, we want to let you know, Sydney and I, you know how they're saying, and them, two of them, they do something together. Sydney and I are dealing with some medical issues that the doctor has diagnosed, and they say in 6 months' time, something might likely happen, and we are getting prepared. Thank you for the double tapping. And in 6 months' time, anything can happen. So we just want the church to know. We want you to pray along with us as we walk through this difficult journey. But what Nigerian pastors go tell you, I have never fallen sick. I stand on the commission of this covenant. The covenant of this commission is working by faith and not by sight. I can never sick. I can never fall sick. I and my household, we don't even go to the doctor. We don't know the way to the doctor because our money is not for the doctor. And if you don't pay your tithes to the God, if you don't bring your tithes into the storehouse of God, you will spend the money where you don't expect. That is why many of you are falling sick. No, so then they talk. We spend our money on God's kingdom, and that is why it is the covenant we have made with God. As far as this commission is concerned, we can never be sick because we walk by sight. Because we don't walk by sight, we walk by faith. We walk by the commission of the Lord Jesus Christ, the one who has called us into this ministry. We can never fall sick. The same people are going for surgery. The same people, they don't get breast again. The same people, their broadcast itself will not work again. The same people are working like person when get people for inside nyash. I mean, you know they see them when they waka. Baba 70 waka like una they abuse Tinubu, but we Tinubu still stable pass am. They will tell you if you don't give God your money, you will pay it somewhere else. The money your pastors are paying for medical is more than what you think because they have to see specialists under protected privacy. They are this thing in London, UK, when they go get treatment, must not come out. So they pay for private. The money they are paying to have private doctors can save your life. Can be enough for you not to work again in your life if they give you. The same people by the commission that I stand upon. We stand on this commission. Let us begin to pray. The Lord that is standing by us. We spend our money on the things of God. We can never fall sick. We reject sickness in this family. This family is clinical. Lorira, irapa, la lova. Let us go ahead. If Dora Kuyili, before you blame us, Charles Akpoki, Dr. Charles Akpoki, I get meeting with you tomorrow with that your yeye video where you do. Okay? If you refuse to be empathetic, I just saw the video this morning. You refuse to be empathetic. You are blaming me for what your pastors are saying instead of facing the truth. Me, I don't have double mouth. Some of you don't know where, you don't know what you believe. You don't even know where you are. Me, I have said, I have never believed all this nonsense from religion again. So allow me. So if I come out to talk, Mumbo, me, TD.
It's a very religious country, so I don't know how to say this, but I saw the hustle. I feel like how you tell your friend there's a job. I feel when there's a public figure, as they die, and all these pastors, their friend is like, there's this woman that is dying. We need to go and milk that puppy. If I say there are no less than 20 pastors were in the house at some point or another,
that's the song.
I think is low. Just to give you an example, there's this pastor that came. I don't want any money. I don't want anything. I'm going to heal you. Go. The guy stopped. He said, yes, God? Is that what you want me to tell her? I said, this dude is on a WhatsApp call with God. Like, really. But my mom was like really into it.
Yeah.
So my father is a doctor. My older brother is a doctor.
Four of the people in the family.
This was
4 people in the family, doctors, and their mother can believe that rubbish. Me, I no be doctor, I no get PhD. If a PhD holder can believe them, who am I that cannot believe? Who is an illiterate that will not believe them? So it is all about how they put it out there and the people that are receiving it.
stage 4 cancer. And I always
instead of you people to address them, to stop saying rubbish, you are coming for the victim. You are coming for the victim. Why do foreign countries, developed world, when people are scammed, why do they go for the people who scam them? They should have as well blame the victim for being stupid and vulnerable. But they don't. They go for people who ever scam them to make sure they pay back. Even if they can't retrieve the money, they punish them. Apoki, àbí Pákí lórúkọ ẹ̀, ó di Ọláfẹ́mi àti ẹ̀. Pẹ̀lú kọ̀tọ̀kọ̀tọ̀ tó sọ́nù fídíò yìí.
And I always had the problem that for a religious country where we're all saying we're going to heaven, the way we push against accepting a reality.
Yeah.
Because I feel that robbed a lot of that finality from her death. It was more of God will heal me. Was it Adunni? She went to who is who, spent the money, sowed all the seed, and everybody knew. So I felt it was a racket. In Nigeria, we don't call it crime or anything. There was a hustle.
Yeah.
There was divine hustle.
Divine hustle.
Divine
hustle. Because there was monetary or favors called in on her.
Let's talk here. Divine hustle. That simplifies and explains it. It says it all. If you don't get it, forget about it. Divine hustle. That is all it is all about. Take that money out of it. None of them God will call again. Take that money, that financial benefits, that freebies that they are getting. Take it out of it. And tell me how many of them will remain and hear God talking again. As at that time, their ears will become blocked. If you tell them, say, God call you, say, make you go start, they will say, no, go and sleep and hear it again. God, you never called me. Why? Because they have to feed. But because they know there will always be the gullible outside. Up till now, despite government efforts to stop Yahoo and 419, they are still thriving today because there are still gullible people outside there. There are still some people who believe in MMM's Ponzi scheme till today. That is why people keep falling for it. There will always be markets, especially in a country. If you listen to this guy earlier, this guy that we are listening to his video, he said earlier that these people, they hide under this religion to align with politicians which is what is one of the things that is always upsetting me about them. The money meant for public, meant for every one of us, they will steal it and take part of it to the church, and pastors will collect, knowing fully well that these are stolen funds. If not, how can one individual be given 11 million as tithes, and pastor is not asking, what job do you do? A civil servant. Those are the ones we know. How can a pastor be asking individual to sow 1 billion naira? What type of job will somebody do and you will sow 1 billion naira to somebody? Are you telling me the likes of Dangote that is working so hard will go and sow 1 billion to one person, all in the name of I'm doing God's work? Even Wigwe that sow 1 billion to church, that 1 billion, who has investigated where that 1 billion was coming from? Now people are complaining of different kinds of charges by using bank in Nigeria. This one charge, ATM charge, withdrawal charge, deposit charge, message charge. What charges can they not ask for in that country? People will put 5,000 in their accounts. If they don't put another one in 1 or 2 days, the account has gone down. Who is taking that small money? Where are all those small money going to? It's only in Nigeria you will sow that kind of money and nobody will come after you. Come and try it here. It's only in Nigeria people will buy Rolls Royce and give to individual and nobody is asking question. Where is the money for that Rolls Royce? Where did it come from? What job is that person doing that you are donating billions to one individual? Where people are hungry and nobody is asking questions. They did not wake up and say, to celebrate our Papa, we want to take as many people out of poverty under our Papa and pick 500 people and divide that money to empower them. And you say these people are working for God. What sort of God will not ṣiṣẹ́ fún? And that is why we are questioning that. All these ones, they tell you are going to heaven, you are going nowhere. There's nothing called heaven or hell. And they know. The truth you refuse to accept, they have accepted it. They know it, they have researched it. They have researched and accepted what the truth you refuse to accept. And they are living by it. If they are truly working for God, Nigeria is going through tough times. Children are dying. Children are crying because their parents cannot feed them. People are dying. They are crying of hunger. People cannot feed. It is tough to even feed for one day as a family now. And these people are there. They saw all these people. They cannot say, to celebrate our Papa, to show that we have a merciful God. Their God is not a good God. Their God say they must not spend for the poor. It is abomination for them to spend for the poor from the money they make. If they have to give to the poor, it is the members, it is still the poor that will still contribute for themselves. And they will make it look as if they are the one doing it. They see all these people there. They carry 1 billion. Let's divide 1 billion by 1 million people. Let me see if the calculator can get it. How many zero there for 1 billion? 1 billion. This is 10 million. Calculator no go again. 100 million. The calculator for me. Let us just do 100 million divided by 5,000 people. 20,000 each is even too small. Now, I want to believe times 5. Let them give like 500 people in that church to celebrate him. This man already has a Rolls Royce, a limousine. He already has two private jets. And they look. The best they could do is to donate billions on his birthday for him. The same people And the same poor are the ones sitting inside that church. Somebody said you focus so much on the Nigerian part. Yeah, because that is the one I know very well which works. I don't know the country you are from. Who is that? Hello, sorrow, you know. Hold on. Something man words. Yeah. Oh, you say I focus on the much on the negative part. Can you please use your platform to tell us the positive part? Yeah, because I was a victim of the negative part. So that is what I will focus on, so that others don't fall into it. And others that are into it can reason. So tell me the positive parts. Oh, they established schools for people, right? How many of their members can afford the schools? Or what is the positive part? Can you tell me? They preach the same preaching they've been doing for years, the same thing they preach. Can you please use your platform, add me to it, to come and hear the positive part? I need somebody, each time you people come, that you say I focus on the negative part. Can you please open a platform? Open your own platform to showcase their positive parts, since I'm missing that part. Is it the part that when they have to celebrate, even the church members cannot go there, cannot be invited, cannot go near? 2 of them celebrated birthday this month or last month. When they were doing the birthday, the only thing we saw the poor people, the less privileged, doing was to run after the car. Run after their cars to pave way for them. When it now comes to the sitting down in the hall, we didn't see the less privileged sitting with them. Only the rich people. Even people that are not even part of their church, or even Christians, questionable characters, were sitting down with them, whining and dining with them. And members of the church who are less privileged, the only people we see around them are their friends, their co-pastors, politicians, people of questionable characters. Those are the people we saw. So can you please tell us the positive part they are doing? Go and open a platform to tell us. I should be ailing. Is it the one that Leke just said they bought a car? That they bought a car, they give them, they are donating buses to carry people to work. Is it the one that